Introducing TaserNet, a future concept for advanced area denial and facilities protection, which integrates taser neuromuscular incapacitation (NMI) technology, remote audio-video observation, and networked control. TaserNet addresses the need for integrated effective area denial and force protection through scalable non-lethal effects, creating a cost-effective system for force multiplication. Having utility for both military and non-military applications, TaserNet provides an integrated non-lethal area denial solution. TaserNet is suited for deployment at checkpoints, facility perimeters, or for special operations. Other suited applications include embassy protection and the defense of critical infrastructure such as utilities, airports, as well as sporting events or other deployments where intruder intent may not be known. TaserNet is a unique product offering integrating several industry-proven technologies to create a powerful new capability. Proven taser effect combined with remote observation and network intelligence gives TaserNet the ability to not only remotely monitor, but also engage and detain targeted individuals. Taser neuromuscular incapacitation (NMI) technology overrides the command and control system of the human body to immobilize the target. The brain transmits electrical impulses to control all body actions. Taser devices transmit engineered electrical impulses into the body that are similar to the impulses used to control the voluntary skeletal muscles, temporarily taking over control of major muscle groups. Older generation stun guns generated impulses that only affected the sensory nerves, causing pain. These devices, like many non-lethal tools, relied on that pain stimulus to modify the targeted individual's behavior. Modern taser NMI devices, however, stimulate the alpha motor neurons that control voluntary muscular movement, causing uncontrollable muscular lockup and complete incapacitation for the duration of the exposure. Taser NMI is the only non-lethal capability that provides a true scalable force operation through physical incapacitation. Because of differences in natural electrical impulses, Taser NMI devices specifically target the voluntary muscles and not involuntary systems, cardiac systems, or the central nervous system. The targeted individual will be conscious and aware during NMI exposure, and is capable of receiving and understanding commands and instructions. The physiological response to Taser NMI devices is one of the most comprehensively studied, as illustrated here. For further information on Taser NMI studies, visit our website at www.taser.com. The heart of the TaserNet system is the Taser Remote Area Denial, or TRAD unit. The TRAD unit integrates motion sensors, audio-video imaging, onboard target recognition, target engagement solution generation, and effect control for 3 independent taser cartridge bays. Each bay can be reloaded easily with the same standard taser cartridges utilized by the X26 handheld devices. The TRAD unit will be capable of completely autonomous operation, fulfilling the existing hand-emplaced non-lethal munition (HENLM) requirement, but will also be network-ready. Onboard power will allow the TRAD unit to operate autonomously for extended durations, well beyond the HENLM requirement, or to receive low-voltage power through traditional networking means such as Power over Ethernet (PoE). The potential of this capability becomes apparent when multiple TRAD units are arranged with overlapping fields of engagement to ensure intruders cannot enter the protected area without crossing multiple targeting solutions. As a target broaches a protected area, the onboard target recognition engine of each TRAD unit will generate a cartridge firing solution to ensure both darts successfully engage intruders automatically. To fully unleash the power of TaserNet, network the devices together. Each TRAD unit will be network capable using standard hardware and communication protocols. TRAD units can be continuously charged, allowing semi to permanent installation. Video would be transmitted back to a command console, allowing Overwatch to remotely observe a controlled area, and firing authorization can be controlled via automated network settings or the man-in-the-loop overwatch. The basic response of the TaserNet system is selectable between three primary modes on the far left side of the screen. These modes define how the system reacts to intruders: never, manual, or always. Never mode automatically identifies all targets as a friend or as an individual that is allowed to be in the protected area. This mode would be useful for situations such as the workday when significant foot traffic is expected. Manual mode waits for the operator to determine whether a target is a friend or foe before the system takes action. This would be the expected mode of operation during most secured times. The final mode, always, will automatically classify any target as a foe and will allow the TRAD units to engage. This mode would be essential for situations where an operator may become overwhelmed or may not have sufficient time to individually address each target. One of these scenarios developed will utilize this mode to engage multiple targets. Next, we look at a couple of staged scenarios to demonstrate TaserNet capability. For these scenarios, consider a TaserNet system deployed along the front of the Taser International Headquarters building. TRAD units have been deployed in 3 zones across the front of the building. It is 8 o'clock on Saturday morning. For the first scenario, it is quiet in the observed areas and all systems are operating normally. Then, an individual enters Zone 1 and the system alerts the operator. An entity icon appears on the left of Zone 1 in the site plan and slowly follows the motion of the individual. We hear an audible alert, and the visible display changes to alert the operator. At the same time, the best view of the individual pops into the target window. The operator has the ability to select between the camera views. Our security operator then clicks the friend button on the target window, and the target window display changes to green. In this case, we can see immediately that the individual is a groundskeeper and is part of a scheduled yard maintenance program. Identified as a friend, this individual will be able to move among the TRAD units without being engaged. For the next scenario, consider that Taser International has received a credible threat from a rogue activist group to vandalize the building. Now, when a car enters the observed area of Zone 2, the system alerts and the audible alert sounds. The operator selects the individual leaving the car as a foe as soon as it is cleared that individual does not belong on the facility. An audible warning is broadcast immediately, which the individual ignores. The first available TRAD unit engages this individual, and the arrest message is broadcast. The individual does not heed the arrest message and is engaged again. At the same time, a security guard has been dispatched to arrest the individual and take him into custody. Note that the security guard is automatically identified by the system and is indicated uniquely on the display. This unique identification could be via RF technology on his identification badge, or via the location from which he entered the zone as example. Once the individual is arrested, the system identifies the status of the fired TRAD units and logs the sequence of activity. The system log and associated video files would be stored into protected memory for use in subsequent investigation or litigation. In the final scenario, the rogue activist group has sent several individuals to overwhelm the system. Here, a van pulls into Zone 3 and the system is alerted. Recognizing that there are multiple targets, our operator does not try to identify each independently, but rather waits for the individuals to all come within range of the TRAD systems. At this point, the operator switches the system to always mode, which instructs the system to engage any individuals within range. In this case, all targets are simultaneously incapacitated. They can be re-engaged as a group, or as security forces enter the zone, the individuals can be selectively re-engaged to allow the arrest to occur safely.